Sports, Munger Vision, bringing you this Sunrise Conference matchup between Fort Kent and the Green. You're looking at them, and they'll take it on a CSJ Fighting Saints. Big conference matchup today. And we'll get the outside mic going. We'll get the starting lineups announced now.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Bengals of the University Mania Fort Kent. Number 11, Hamel Basu. Number 15, Otniel Hilliger. Number 21, Genevitas Sumila. Number 30, Jimmy Lopez. And number 32, Billy Russo. The head coach of the Bengals is Mr. Eric Workin. Assistant coaches Derek Cooper and Chad Goebbels. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Fighting Saints of CSJ. Running the point, from the top field, number 22, Rick Bailey. A junior guard from Moncton, Vermont, number 14, Ryan Kimball. A forward sophomore from Fort Myers, Florida, number 31, Rudy Carmo. Sophomore forward from Cambridge, New York, number 21, Tyler Harrington. And your senior center from Manhattan, New York, number 33, Rich Ortega. The Fighting Saints are coached by Mr. Jim Grappa, assistant coach Chad Bliss, president Dr. Frank McClory, your athletic director Mr. Mark Benetalis.
Green jumping center against Carmel and White, and we are underway from the CSJ Athletic Complex. This is going to be a good one. Two teams with history, two teams with rivalry, two teams that need conference wins, and we're getting it set here. And that's going to be Bailey with the basketball, trying to work off the screen by Ortega. Came from, actually didn't go behind it, came on the inside of it, and that's going to be Bailey with the basketball. And they'll work it down low, and here's the penetration off the dribble, and the dish to Ortega will get it. That all started with the dish coming from Bailey as he set the table offensively. And Basu with the basketball. That's Kimball on him right there, number 14 defensively. Up and, blocked by Bailey as Heidegger was going for the shot, and he'll get the basket. And boy, the Saints off to a flying start here, 4-0, less than 45 seconds into the contest. This ball will be brought down by Samilia, and Samilia will work on that elbow on that right side. They pass up the three ball, they'll come off, and no. Rebound, fought for, ball comes out of the hands, goes to the floor, hardly picked up by Carmo. He'll save it off to Bailey. And here comes the Saints after everybody on the floor touched the basketball that possession. Harrington wants to go down inside to Carmel. Carmel will wheel, got cut off, will come back to Kimball. He'll make the catch, the glide back to Carmel, and then Kimball to the floor, and ball will come out. It's going to be Fort Kent basketball, and they're going to go up over the top. They've got some numbers right now. They have the 2-on-1, and nice job of taking away the baseline by Harrington. That's up and good. 3-ball by Lopez. So they'll make it 4-3, and then they got the push down the floor and kick the ball back out, and Carmel, he'll take it himself. He had a couple options. He'll go to the hole, no good off the glass, and that's a one-and-out trip. That ball went ahead, went a quick break from the hands of Russo to Lopez. And now they'll swing the ball over. They want to go down baseline with the basketball. They look for the cut inside. He'll spin, up, fade, fire, left it on the rim. Ortega will get the rebound off the missed shot by Russo. Yeah, Bailey calling the play out on the way down the floor, and he'll be picked up at this elbow by Samilia. Harrington's got good range out there. Got it, Harrington! 3-ball for Harrington. So Samilia, number 21, looks like he's going to run the point. Samilia with his hand taped up on the right side. See if that affects him on the shot, but he'll get the start today, and that's going to be a 2-point shot. All twine. Oh, they're going to give him the 3. Lopez with a 3 from his side. He's accounted for all 6 points for Fort Kent. It's 7-6. CSJ with the lead. They'll go down inside and got it! Backdoor cut and a dunk on the alley-oop. He just slid along undetected on the baseline. Perfectly placed ball by Bailey, and then Rui Carmo with the dunk, and the Saints see him there fired up.
Now checking in for the Bengals, number 33.
Well, Carmo said he was going to finish his dunk off today, and he did right there. Tell you what, that took a lot of timing right there to get the pass, the release, the shot, and the finish. And that brought the crowd to its feet. That's why you got to get down here and watch CSJ basketball. You see some good stuff. Kimball with Lopez on him. That's a tough matchup for Kimball down inside. They'll go to Carmel, and now they're going to call 3-second call. Boy, a lane violation called down inside. You don't see that a lot at the college level, but they'll get the call their way. 9-6, CSJ with the lead. Fort Kent with the basketball. Fort Kent called the Bengals. And Samilia, well, great acceleration to the hole. Reverses, and they'll crash the boards. Last touch by, I believe it was number 11 out there, Hamel Basu. And they'll go out of bounds off from Basu to CSJ, but good position down inside. They just didn't get the finish, and Bailey with the basketball. You're at the CSJ Athletic Complex, and you're watching Sunrise Conference basketball on Munger Vision. Screen set by Carmel. Bailey up, off the glass, high off the glass and in. Lopez, now he's got a couple threes out there, so yeah, they better be out there extending the defense on him. And that's Harrington on him right now defensively. That's a good matchup for Harrington. He's got the height, and he altered the shot, and they'll outlet the ball to Harrington. He'll make the catch over the shoulder. He'll glide into the front court. He'll go for another three-pointer. No. That was a 1-and-out deal. Harrington 1 and 2 from the three-point arc early on here. 11-6, Saints with the lead. We're hit 16 minutes to play in the first half. 20-minute halves. Nice cut inside. Got the finish. Gave the ball off to Hilliger, I'm sorry. So Hilliger will make the basket. And again, good tempo set here early on by both teams as they're getting it up and down the floor, and they're setting solid screens. And Carmel, again, posting up with his back to the basket, and he'll spin, take the bump, spin it off the glass. No good. Goes off Ortega's hands to the outside. Here comes Samilia, and Samilia will get the finish and count the basket. Going to have a blocking foul called on Bailey. That was impressive. That was great speed on the open court. She pulled away, and Samilia. That's going to be Bailey's first personal and the first foul on the team. Actually, second personal, let's say, but there's only one team foul. Yeah, so Samilia will be at the line. And Nick Loomis, 24 in the basketball game for CSJ. And Victor Valdez, number 1, also out there for CSJ. And he's going to go to the point now. And Oscar Parada has snuck it in, number 25 for CSJ. And that'll go in. Yeah, they'll have a switch now.
Now checking it in for the Bengals, number 20, Gall.
So Gall coming in, number 20 for Fort Kent squad. They've tied the game up at 11 on that three-point play. And Valdez has really done a good job with Bailey as far as point guards, a position that they're very fortunate to have two good players out there. CSJ now will let Valdez run the offense. And Parada, like I said, his main job rebounding. He's been finding a lot of offense lately. He'll set fire. He'll be off the mark right there. Harrington reached in, couldn't get the basketball, and here comes Gall with it. Looks like Gall's going to go to the point with Samilia out of the ball game. So Gall with the crossover, work it down the sideline, and keeps the dribble alive. Finds teammate right at the top of the arc. There's the penetration up, and got it. Count it. Russo with the bucket, and we have a couple of Russos. You have Billy, number 32, and David, number 33. And they're both on the floor right now. And Harrington will get the foul. And Doug Childs, number 5, will come in for Tyler Harrington.
Childs back in also for 33, Rich Ortega.
So Ortega, Childs, Parada, Valdez, and Loomis out there for CSJ.
Basket, Billy Russo is good. Billy will be shooting.
And Bill Russo at the line. Will not get it. And Ortega will get the rebound. 13-11, Fort Kent with the lead. Valdez will bark the play out, and he'll get set now in the crossover. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt violation, yeah. That went off from Valdez's foot. Well, he can lobby, but it went off his foot into the backcourt, and there'll be a turnover. And CSJ will go back on the defense, and that's going to be Basu, number 11. They'll put the ball in the play on the far side here of the athletic complex at St. Joseph's, College of St. Joseph's. Russo goes by Ortega, reverses, and can't finish it off. Ortega with the rebound, rips it down, finds Valdez. And Valdez working with Gall on him defensively, and Gall will go below the screen. And that shot will be up and no good. It was short, and Russo with the grab, and Russo's going to bring it down himself. Russo, pretty good sized guy, very solid, and he just brought the ball down, and nice save by Lopez. Ball faded on him, and he's able to over and chase it down. 26 on the shot clock, plenty of time here. And Gall will pop free, work against Childs. Was Ortega that actually got, Parada got a piece up ahead to Childs. He'll go up and got it. The defense creates an easy bucket the other way, and it's 13-all. So Basu, who got the start, still in the basketball game, almost 6.5 minutes into the contest. And this has got the making of a good one all the way, right on paper, right from what you see on the stat sheet, to what's going on in the court here. He'll lob it down inside to Russo, and he'll come back to Lopez, looking for another 3-ball. Got it! 3 threes for Lopez. Not hard to figure out what his role on the team is. 3 threes there for Lopez. 16-13, Fort Kent with the lead. So go to Ortega, and he's a little bit further out than where he likes to be, and he had the shot blocked right back to him, up and got it, count it! Ortega on the floor with a chance for a 3-point play. And I don't even believe he's trying to lobby for an offensive call.
33, David Russo. The basket by Rich Ortega is good. Rich will be shooting 1.
I know it's a job, but at least make it realistic. So chance to get the tie with a 3-point play with a made free throw. Ortega at 16-15 to score in Fort Kent. Now they're letting him argue the point too long. Just tee him up and call it a day. And then we'll tie it up at 16. That's one thing at the high school level, I see it, because I do a lot of high school games. In the college level, I see it just wickedly. The refs make a call. You can question and all that, but then they let it go on too long. I mean, they let that drag on for, 45 seconds to a minute. You made your explanation. The call was made. You explained it to the coach. He questioned it some more and questioned it some more and questioned it some more. At some point, you've got to put an end to that stuff. That's a 3-ball. Good by Russo. Dave Russo this time. So Billy and Dave Russo, quite the 1-2 punch out there for Fort Kent. 19-16. Fort Kent back on top. And Harrington, Kimball at the scores table. Bailey's also checked back in the basketball game. Doug Childs with the ball. He'll come to Rui Carmo. Carmo stops, kicks. Ortega for 3. No. Rebound, fought for. Loomis had a chance at it. Gall will pick it up. He'll get a long distance pass and save. Nice job of saving the ball by Hilliger on that long pass outlet. And it'll be picked up, given back, and boy, nobody wants it right now. Hilliger will hook, turn, fire, and no. Rebound, Carmo. Bailey into the front court. Bailey to the elbow. He'll cross over, look for the paint. Up. Oh, he had a chance for a layup. And the coach wanted him to take it. You can't understand the kick out, and it'll be a missed 3-ball. Gall up ahead, and Russo, hook shot, no. Russo, floor up, fouled. Tell you what, that's hard work by Basu down there, and Basu, not Russo, I was thinking it's off ball here.
22, Rich Bailey.
Now Bailey will pick up his 3rd foul.
Going to the line, shooting 2 for the Bengals. Number 11, Hamill Basu.
Yeah, so Basu, who worked so hard to make that all happen, will be rewarded with the foul shots in a 19-16 game, and he'll get the first one. So Harrington and Kimball will check in, and then coming back in will be Bill Russo, 32 for Fort Kent, and Samila, number 21, back in the ball game. And Valdez will come back in to run the points. Bailey picks up 3 fouls. He'll sit down probably for most of this first half, if not all the first half, which has 11:56 to go in it. And Basu will not get the second one. The tip in will go. Tipped up and in. So Hilliger will get that tip in and make it a 22-16 basketball game. Valdez to Kimball. Kimball wanted to go down to Ortega, and they had no way to get him the basketball. And Carmo on the drive will have to swing the pass all the way across court, and they'll go back. 3-ball by Kimball. No. It's a tipped basketball, picked up and on the run. Hilliger coming down. Numbers aren't there, but they ran so well. Oh, I think they got a piece of it on the partial block. Hilliger let the defender go by. Lopez, no. Look at the offensive chances here on the offensive rebounds up and got it. They released the baseline. and that made it easy for him to step to the hole. And Coach Graffam with a much-needed timeout here. 24-16, Fort Kent with the lead over CSJ. Game early in the first half of play, but Saints got to get in sync here. First of all, a couple things. Offensive rebounds, giving up way too many of them to Fort Kent. And the second thing is, block foul. Ortega hammered on, and you can see the foul called, and shots coming up. So Mila will pick up the foul. Ortega will be at the line. And the lead is at 8 for Fort Kent. And so Ortega's first shot will be good. I believe Rich 3 for 3 now from the free throw line in his first half of play. Ortega's second shot just as good as the first. And that'll cut the lead to 6 at 24-18. Lopez with the ball, got trapped on in the corner, throws over the top to Samilia up ahead, and this is going to be Russo. Traveled, yeah. He had the right idea. He just stutter stepped that last time. He's looking for the trailer on the play. Hilliger. Nagradich coming in number 10, or number 12. I'm sorry, Nagradich number 12. First time off the bench in the basketball game for Fort Kent. The Bengals. You see Valdez, like I said, with his counterpart Bailey on the bench with 3 fouls. Expect to see a lot of Valdez running the offense here for CSJ. And Carmel really just a lot of one-on-one right there, and the shot will come up short, and we're going to have a push call on Ortega. So the foul will be called on Ortega. Nobody's in a bonus yet, and that's not a shooting foul. Yeah, and you see Hilliger will bring the ball into play. They're going to put Ortega on the passer. Valdez is on Samilia. And Lopez also, number 30 in the backcourt with Kimball defending him. That's Kimball there on Samilia. And now the trap, and boy, almost got the steal. Hilliger, long pass. Front court, the attack by Russo, and he'll get it up over the top of Harrington. Tell you what, the gapping was just perfect on the press break, which is really why they were stretched in defensively. And then coming back, almost with the steal is Gork, and recovering it is Valdez. So the Saints down 8, but more importantly, you got to find some defense in Ortega. Oh, a little reverse layup. We'll get it. Fort Kent front court. Fort Kent to the elbow, and now Kimball and Harrington and jump ball. Nice job of coming in on the backside by Kimball, then the tie up by Harrington, and the basketball will stay with Fort Kent. Possession arrow will be the Bengals basketball. 26-20, Fort Kent with the lead. CSJ basketball on Munger Vision, and it'll be caught by Hilliger. He'll roll to the hole, and boy, tell you what, Rui's complaining about the bump, but he gave up positions where he caught the ball. He was just so far down inside when he got the pass. You can't give up position down low like that. It's going to be CSJ basketball. Again, it's all about it's denying that position down low. So we'll have CSJ with the basketball on the baseline with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Parada will be coming in. Yeah, so Parada will take Ortega's spot, and they're going to bring Rui Carmo on the baseline. He'll become the pass now on the inbounds pass. They look for Rui, he gets it, and got shot blocked from behind, comes down to Samilia. Yeah, he never knew there was a defender behind him. That's where the block occurred, from the back side. There's the baseline, the kick, and the shot. No. Rebound tipped around, comes to the free throw line, up and no. Another offensive rebound, and he can't control it this time. He brought it to the floor. It was tipped away. Kimball with the basketball will go to Valdez. Down to Harrington. He'll put the brakes on reverse and fouled. Yeah, they hammered him. Hilliger will get called for the foul, and 2 shots coming up. Yeah, so right now the offense just struggling to find the matchup that will work. And Bailey, to my surprise, coming back in with 9:21 to go in the first half. And Fasu at the scorers table also. He'll be checking number 11 for Fort Kent. There's Harrington. His first shot will be no good. And we'll bring in not only Bailey for Valdez, but Durkee will come in for Carmel. And then Billy Fuel will come in for CSJ, replacing Kimball. So all the changes taking place. Leads at 8, 28-20, and Tyler Harrington. one more chance here. He'll try to salvage 1 and 2. And he won't. It'll rim out, and Durkee kept it live with a tip, couldn't control it. It'll come down to Samilia, and Samilia, very, very quick. Good ball handler, and he's got an explosive first step to the basket. That's Bailey on him. Saints have gone zone defense right now, and they'll show you a lot of different looks. Looks like the 1-3-1 being played, and that's going to be fuel defensively on Basu. A lot of instructions being hollered. There's the baseline, the slide, reverse, and count it. Tell you what, Russo got free down inside. 25 will be Parada called for the foul.
Number 25, Oscar Parada.
And
basket by David Russo.
Yeah, Dave Russo at the line. Again, he snuck in on the from the corner all along the baseline, and they found the seam in that 1-3-1. And the lead will go to 11 at 31-20. This is a Sunrise Conference game, and just want to remind you that Saturdays at 4 o'clock, Channel 15 puts on all the sports of the week, starting at 4 o'clock on Saturdays. Durkee in the basketball game, number 15, he had his first touch, and Harrington will be a turnover. Harrington started to go to the hole like he was going to do the finish on the shot, and caught his teammate off guard with the pass that he slid over to him. The CSJ women already lost the first game today to Fort Kent. And right now, CSJ men trying to find themselves. Fort Kent, I believe the team, that knocked CSJ out of the tournament last year. And they'll return the favor. Fort Kent will. They'll turn the basketball over, and Lopez and Russo coming in the basketball game.
For the Bengals, number 32, Bill Russo.
So Bill Russo will replace Dave Russo, and Lopez also out there. So we'll have the switches taking place for Kent. Both teams going to the benches early and often here in an intense ball game, good flow to it. 8:16 to go in the opening half of play. And see Harrington with Basu on, with Hilliger on him. And Hilliger, a good matchup as far as quickness. Durkee will set fire and won't get the bounce to go his way. And that'll be Basu with the rebound, and he'll take one dribble and find Samilia. And Samilia, that to Russo, and boy, the quick passing, and oh man, Lopez, 4 threes in the first quarter by Lopez. The lead is the largest now at 14 points. And the Saints need a run here to kind of just at least cut the lead down a little bit. And tell you what, Fort Kent with some stymieing defense, and Harrington called for the 3-second call. Or did he call timeout? Let me get the call here. So that's what it was. He called timeout to keep possession with 7:27 to go in the first half. So CSJ took the timeout there, and they'll have possession on the baseline through basket. It'll be Harrington, number 21, Tyler Harrington. They'll look inside first. They took Carmel away, so they'll have to kick the ball up to Billy Fuel. And you got our Fuel is on that perimeter because he is a three-point specialist out there. 17 on the shot clock. Plenty of time here for the offense. Carmel with the catch, wrapped it inside to Ortega. Got the finish. So there's the finish. Again, that came after a timeout. They're able to work the ball in down low, cuts the lead to 12. And Samilia up, and got a foul called. Shots coming up. If it's Bailey, it's his fourth. I'm officially got him as his fourth foul because they aren't putting the fouls up on the board, but it's either his third or his fourth. But Samilia will be at the line, and they're just checking the book, but I have it as 4. Nobody coming off the bench to come to the scores table for Bailey. Yeah, now comes Valdez as they just realized that's 4 fouls on Bailey. He'll get the shot, drop. And Bailey coming out, and that's strapped in foul trouble. So getting the lead now at 13 at 35-22, and Valdez going to see a lot of time today at the point position. He'll come off the Fuel. Fuel can also swing over and play the point. Valdez wanted to go down inside, and there was nothing there. And Ortega will put the ball on the floor, trying to back his way in. He'll muscle his way to the hole, go up off the glass, no good. Carmel, bump, shot, yes. Carmel put some English on that baby and spun it up and in. 35-24, CSJ down by 11, and Childs coming to the scores table, number 5 for the Saints. He'll be coming in next opportunity. Hilliger with the basketball, looks for that baseline cut, and boy, he just muscled his way in, and look at that offensive rebound. Up, block. Valdez will pick up the foul, I believe. 2 shots going to come to Fort Kent. Yeah, it'll be Valdez with picking up his second foul. So 6 fouls combined between the 2 point guards, and looks like Fuel might get a lot of work at the point guard position before this is over.
Number 32, Billy Russo.
So Billy Russo, a little long and strong with that one. And Childs will come in for Harrington for CSJ. Childs will wear number 5. And again, Harrington and company have a little trouble getting on track offensively because of that Fort Kent defense. A lot of size, a lot of quickness, and they're physical, and they're being allowed to be physical, which isn't saying they're fouls, but it's how the game's being allowed to unfold here, is that they're going to let them play physical. So Ortega makes a great catch. Up, reverses. Ortega! First of all, started with a catch. Nice catch by Ortega. Lead down to 10 at 36-26. Samilia with the basketball. Childs there defensively. See him kind of glance off there. He's looking for a screen to come up behind him. Rui Carmo defensively came out, pressured the ball to go down into Basu, and he traveled. Yeah, he had it happening, but then he took that extra step, and Basu will turn the ball over.
33, David Russo.
Yeah, so we will have Carmo take the ball out of bounds. He's going to have Valdez in the backcourt. No pressure this time from Fort Kent. The Bengals in the green uniforms. CSJ in the home whites. And Bailey on the bench with foul trouble, serious foul trouble. Up and no good. Yeah, he had position. He just kind of rushed the shot, and the quick push the other way, and he'll be saved. Great hand-eye coordination by Basu. They'll swing the ball over to Lopez. He'll make the catch, the shot on the run, and that guy can't miss. Lopez with unofficially 14 points, 4 of them on threes. That was a nice touch on a runner from the baseline, and he is going to be a tremendous problem here for CSJ today. Childs forgot the ball. We'll go back to get it. He'll get in the paint, up, and couldn't get the finish. Tipped around, and controlled by Hilliger. Russo gets up a little slow, a little lame coming down the court for Fort Kent. That's Samilia. He'll go to the hole and fade on the little jump. Oh, look at that follow-up. Again, nobody boxing out for CSJ on those follow-up shots. 5 minutes straight up to go here in this quarter, and that pass picked off, trying to go up in the air, and Lopez right there in the pass lane will steal the kickback pass. And 38-26, timeout called by Fort Kent. We're going to have a full timeout taken. 4:50 to go in the first half of play. 38-26, Fort Kent with the lead over CSJ. Yeah, again, right now Fort Kent is very impressive out there on the glass, both ends of the glass, and strong team, quick team. And again, you can feel a run in CSJ. It might not happen until the second half, but they're trying to right now. The Saints down 12, just trying to weather this first half, not let it get any worse than this. Of course, they'd love to cut into it and bring the lead below 10 or even tie it up, but realistically, they just don't want to give up another mini run of an 8 or 9 point stretch. You're going down by 17, 18, 19 points. Blocked by Carmo into Harrington's hands, and Carmo said, "Get out of my house." That's going to be Valdez, and this is a 3-ball. Ortega got it. Rich Ortega with the 3-point shot. Makes it 38-29. Ortega having a huge first half of play here. And he's been doing it from the inside, now from the outside. And it's going to be Gall who's checked back in the basketball game. He came off the bench earlier, did a nice job for Fort Kent. He's playing with his back to the basket. He kills the ball up high, though, and he looks for the entry pass, and Ortega will dive at it, miss it. Russo, and got it. Tell you what, Russo just walked across the whole paint. I didn't see a travel call anywhere. The Valdez will give it off to Ortega, and that's a long 3. That's off the mark, and those are okay, but it's a 1 and out now when you miss, and Gall will look to the sideline, get the call, and it's going to be Gall with the spin to the elbow, and got a blocking foul called on Fort Kent. Just need a number. Russo very confrontational with the officials, but they are allowing him to be. That's what I was talking about earlier. The official actually, there's no, I just can't believe that not just against Russo, but when I watch it through all these contests at the high school and college level, the official can really put an end to that quickly by not allowing that to carry on. So Valdez, the Saints, need to take advantage of that opportunity where they didn't really get a defensive stop. They had an offensive foul called. Rui Carmel will miss. Ortega will not miss. Ortega everywhere today. Ortega working hard here in the first half. He's got it all flowing. He's already in double digits with points, and he'll be knocked out of Gall's hands by Valdez. And now they want to bring Parada in the basketball game, number 25 for Ortega. And Parada will check in. Number 25 again in white is Oscar Parada. You see Basu, number 11, right there in front of the scores table. That's Kimball on the pass, and Gall with the catch. You see Gall work his way with the ball down inside to Hilliger. Hilliger. Basu passed up the three-point shot, wants to push the ball inside to Russo. There's the drop-down help, and got it. Tell you what, the Russo boys, both Billy and David, pretty strong young men. And they know how to play with their back to the basket. 42-31, Kimball to Harrington. See Hilliger seal him off, makes the shot more difficult. He'll rim out. Carmel going to push from behind. Yeah. For as physical as they let the game be played, you have to wonder about that foul right there.
Foul whistle on number 31, Rui Carmel.
And I'm not saying it wasn't a foul, no, by no means. But I'm just saying for all the other physical play they've allowed to go on. That was kind of a touchy one there. So Carmel will sit down. Now, I don't know if he's got 3 fouls or not, but he's going to sit down. Ortega will come in and take his spot. Yes, we're ready for shots now, and it'll be Basu taking his shots, number 11. And he'll get it. And they're going to send Samilia back in the ball game, number 21, as he's at the scorers table. And yeah, they see him. They're going to let him come in. And he'll take Gall's spot. That's what I wanted to see who's going to replace. It'll be Gall he'll replace. So. Get the second one. Harrington did a nice job of getting inside and taking control of that rebound. Valdez with 2:18 to go in the first half of play, and the Saints have already surrendered 43 points to Fort Kent. And Kimball hasn't had any space to get his outside game going, and they wanted to send the ball down inside to Ortega and just didn't handle the pass, and it'll be taken out of bounds by Russo. Yeah, and this is Lopez, but I'd put a body on him right now. He could probably shoot from this spot on the floor and make it. The guy has had incredible shooting percentage here in his first half, and they've been long range shot. It hasn't been like a layup. He's been shooting hard shots. Look at Russo. Traveled. Offensive foul. Yeah. Could have called anything. I'm glad he went with the offensive foul. Now we'll work against Russo. And yeah.
What's on number 32, Billy Russo.
So Bill Russo will pick up the foul. And they're going to have number 22, Bard, I'm sorry, so Sam Bard, 22 in the basketball game for Russo for Fort Kent. And Valdez with the crossover, and again, nice job staying with him. See the tough matchup for Valdez. Samilia, extremely quick, getting much taller, longer arms, able to block the ball, knock it down, and the pass, and it becomes a turnover. Bard just in the game is going to launch it and drain it. Bard for a three-pointer. Leads at 15. This is that little run I was talking about. Minute 27 to go, and the Saints need to either stop it right here defensively or to get a bucket. Kimball will dribble in, and nope. So 1 and out again. Yeah, and they're looking for another 4 or 5 point run. Oh, full throttle up and the finish. Nobody near him defensively. 48-31, 17-point lead for Fort Kent on the road against CSJ. Now they want to go down inside to Ortega. But one thing, that'll be out of bounds off from Samilia. That's a good call. And Samilia, I can't believe he's arguing it. I can't believe the argumentative state that Fort Kent's allowed to just get on every call. The players, not the coach, the players. But Carmel and Harrington, two very offensive players for CSJ, not really getting anything done offensively, and a lot of that's Fort Kent's defense. Ortega got it. Soft little touch on the shot. See that little bump he gave the defender? He used all that muscle of his to create space to get the shot away. And he got, you know, that easily could be a foul there too, but I mean, I hope they wouldn't call something as touchy as that. But Samilia backed up, took it to the hole, and got fouled. Tell you what, he is one quick player. 2 shots, okay. So Valdez will pick up the foul. And Valdez getting into foul trouble. Now I believe that's 3 on Valdez, 4 on Bailey, and we could see Fuel at the point position here shortly. And there'll be 2 shots coming up for Samilia, and a little short. .48 first half points for Fort Kent. That's impressive. Even with my Relton High School education, they're close to having a, if you double that up, they're close to having 100 points in this game. Ortega will get the possession call, timeout with 26 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock will be off. So what could be the final possession of this first half of play? Shot clock is off. Valdez with the basketball. Kimball. Harrington, 3-ball, no. Boy, he had the first open look he's had in this ball game without body in front of him, and he couldn't can it. And here comes Samilia all the way down, and there's a putback, yes. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and what has been a Fort Kent first half is going to be a 50-33 lead, 17-point lead, 50 first half points for Fort Kent. Find a run in them early. They're down 17, and it's not like it's a fluky 17. They were, I don't like the word dominated, but they were completely outplayed in that first half, and they need to put together a 6-7 point run to get things going here in the second half. You can't have an 18-point run. But Bailey will make the basket off the running one-hander. He's trapped with 3 fouls. I checked at the halftime break. He's got just 3, not 4 fouls. And the leading scorer in that first half was Ortega with 20 points in the first half. But boy, they got to find some defense. They got to find some stops, because if you trade baskets now, it's really irrelevant. You're down 17, well 15 right now, but they've had no answer defensively for it just like that. Samila with another great move to the basket and the finish, and it makes it 52-35 Fort Kent. Now CSJ got off to a good start. Remember, they had the dunk by Carmel, and there's the steal, and Hilliger will wait. Numbers weren't there, and he'll wait for the trailer on the play, and it'll be Lopez. And Lopez had 14 points in the first half. 4 3-pointers in that 14 points. And there's the cut up, and couldn't get the finish. The rebound, another stat. They about rebounded the Saints 2-1 margin, and the foul, and Russo will be going back to the line. Yeah, so Russo will be going to the line. Kimball will pick up the foul. Shooting for the Bengals is number 32, Billy Russo. And again, you just watch the energy level on the floor, and you can tell that Fort Kent right now, the team with the lead, they're just quicker to the ball and really dictating the plays out there, the style of play. He'll miss them both, and Harrington will tip the ball to himself and hand the ball off to Bailey up ahead to Carmel, and Carmel all the way up got hacked. Yeah, and he'll go to the line as, yeah, the old-fashioned way. They raise their hands like in the old NBA. Yep. Well, what's about number 11? So Basu will pick up the personal foul, and Carmel at the line for 2 shots. And again, at this point, every shot's important for CSJ. Got it. But the thing you'd like to see them pick up a little bit is just their emotional intensity out there. They're just lacking some fire right now. He'll get them both. And Hilliger will look to bring the ball into play, and he'll find Samilia. Samilia with Bailey riding him all the way down the court, and then Bailey playing with those 3 personal fouls. And boy, Samilia brought him out to take him in, and there it is. Blocked! Carmel got the block with 21 on the shot clock still. Now they're going to have Basu take the ball out of bounds on the baseline for Fort Kent. And he's looking inside, nothing there. He'll have to kick the ball all the way back up top to Samilia. And Samilia wants the screen set by Hilliger, gets it, and boy, that is just tremendous. First of all, it's a lot of speed and explosive first step, but there's just no rotation or communication defensively on that side of the floor, and it's almost like picking cherries right there. And defense, which has really worked hard on communications, having no communications today. They'll go down inside to Carmel. It's a tough pass. Then they got a 2-on-2 happening the other way. Up and yes, the finish. Hilliger will get the finish, and what they're going to do, they just stop to get the basketball. 17:53 to go, 56-37. Fort Kent with the lead over CSJ, and Gall will be checking back in the ball game for the first time in the second half. Number 20 for Fort Kent. They're wearing the green uniforms out there. CSJ in their home whites. They'll go to Ortega, and he goes up and no good. A little bit strong. Initially, if he makes the catch, there was nobody there. He could have caught and shot, but he waited until the defender came, and boy, Samilia, just a tough match. Look at that, running one-handed hook. That is just good basketball right there. Very gifted offensive player. And Carmel to the hole will get it. Yeah, I mean, it's a good basket, but they really need some defensive stops, and I can see we're bringing the pressure, extending the defense on guys like Samilia in the group would really be a tough task because they handle the ball so well and they're having no problem just recognizing matchups also. Carmel will out the ball to Kimball, and Kimball will make the catch, work it to the center of the floor, and bring it all the way over to the elbow. Kimball, oh, look at that, up and to the left hand, going to the line. Nice job of switching hands on the shot by Kimball. And that foul will be on Hilliger. And Valdez will be coming in the basketball game, number 1 for CSJ. That's what Kimball at the line, and he'll stop the clock. 16:49 to go, 58-39, and it will be stale 58-39. And Valdez will come in for Bailey, and Gall will come in for Samilia.
For CSJ from New York, number 1, Victor Valdez.
Yeah, they're going to allow Russo to come in for Hilliger. That's a Fort Kent change. Coach Graffam just beside himself today with his team's effort. Russo will get the rebound. 2 missed free throws for Kimball. And Basu will bring the ball down. Kimball will pick him up, get him to the baseline. There's the fade fire, no good. Rui Carmel with the rebound, takes one dribble, and again they slow down the outlet. And now Valdez to Harrington. Harrington on his way to the hole will leave it on the front of the rim, and it's going to be a 1 and out again. And Russo strong on the glass. Oh, the rebounds, a 2-1 margin favoring Fort Kent, and I think that could even grow here in the second half. Russo will step by the defense, put up a 3-ball, and just nicked the front of the rim. Ortega had it, lost to Valdez with the basketball. Up ahead to Carmel, he'll get it up, and yes. And they need a run in them. Like I said, they're not looking for a 20-point run. They're looking for a 6-7-point run. And we're going to have a Fort Kent timeout. They lead 58-41 with 16 minutes to go in the second half of play. Fuel, Parada, Carmel, and Valdez, the 5 Saints on the floor after that timeout. And Gall will work against Fuel. They need some intensity defensively. They'll work it out to Hilliger. They'll bring it around to Russo. That'll be from the outside. And Lopez, I believe that's the first 3-pointer he's missed. It goes out from Fuel's hands out of bounds. And shot clock recycled to 35. And Maine will have the University of Maine. Fort Kent will take the ball out of bounds. You got to watch Gall. He's good from the outside. He'll get Lopez. Lopez is just outstanding anywhere on the floor. Then they spread the floor. They pass it out. They get that zone chasing. It's 15.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. A lot of ground to be made up here by CSJ. Russo, as they overcommitted and foul. Yeah. Carmel overcommitted on the defense, and Russo took advantage of it. And I believe the foul is on Parada. Yeah. So Parada will be called for the foul. And again, for big guys, the Russo boys, they are extremely fast. That, or they just have one direction. They head toward the basket from any angle that they're playing. Yeah, so he's trying to salvage one here. of the 2 free throws. It's 58-41, and it's going to be 58-41 still. Look at the tip, almost put up and in by Hilliger, and then Childs came down with the rebound. That's a stat that they're going to really examine, I would hope, would be this. Well, you can be out-rebounded, but it's just the technique. They're just being hammered out there. A 1 and out, and Basu will hand the ball off to Gall, and they'll get set. Gall with Fuel on him, Gall. Fuel keeping that arm's length away, and Parada up top. There's the lob down inside, great catch and a foul. Going to be a 3rd foul, I believe, on Valdez. Russo will be fouled, head to the line. Yeah, and again, just a great pass, a nice catch, good pair of hands to make the catch. And yeah, and Russo will be at the line for 2 shots.
Going to the line, shooting 2 for the Bengals is number 33, David Russo.
And Ortega and Bailey at the scorers table along with Heiser.
Taking it for CSJ, number 22, Rich Bailey. Number 10,
So 3 subs coming in for CSJ. Parada coming out, Valdez coming out, and Carmel coming out. And Russo will be up and good, 59-41. So Childs will be joined by Bailey. That'll be the backcourt. Fuel also up there, and they've gone to a much smaller lineup, CSJ has. They're looking for any combination right now that will work for them. Fuel. It's off to Heiser. Heiser to Childs. Childs on the elbow. Childs wraps the pass around, and by the time Heiser got the ball, again, that quick defense had reacted around. It's Fuel from way outside, and they'll be out the front of the rim. Kept alive. Ortega tips it to Heiser, and it's going to be a defensive kick, and they'll reset the shot clock to 35 and get possession of CSJ. Yeah, and it's going to be Billy Fuel taking the ball out of bounds. No, they're going to switch up and bring Ortega. He'll take it out. Rich will take the ball out of bounds, and they'll just kick it into Heiser, and Heiser right back to Ortega. That's a 3 ball. Nope. And there'll be another chance. You see us share the offensive rebound. Ortega started to back in, and Childs will kick in. No, it'll rim out on him. Yeah, and rebound will come down. Hilliger will have it. And Fort Kent with the basketball, long pass front court. That's going to be Lopez all the way across, threw it away. He was looking for Basu to come in on that offside. And Bailey asked for somebody coming in the back court with him. Looks like Fuel will join him now. So Samila back in the basketball game, number 21, and boy, watch him play. He is something else. 59-41, the lead is at 18. And it has been a real grinded out second half. A lot of fouls, a lot of stops in play, a lot of whistles. Bailey will miss a little kiss off the glass, and it'll be Hilliger giving the ball to Samila, and Samila front the ball all the way up top, went between the legs, wants to cross over, sets up his defender. Gets the handle, and no. So he actually kind of lost his own handle, goes up, and no. Had a couple of chances, might have another chance. Ortega will grab a hold of it, and he'll dribble out of the pack, break the defense, good hit to Childs, 2-on-1. Childs takes the bump and got it. Russo can't believe it, but it was a good play by Childs.
Ball whistle at number 33, David Russo. The basket by Doug Childs is good, and Doug will be shooting 1.
Yeah, they're going to have a sub come in. It's going to be Russo for Russo. It'll be Billy Russo for David Russo, and at the line will be Childs. Lead down to 16 at 59-43. Got it. 3-point play for Childs, and now again they need a defensive stop, or at least a defensive rebound on a missed shot. Samilia, Hilliger, down inside to Russo. Again, where he caught the ball, yeah, and Childs, it's a good call. He came right across the arms, but when you give up the sweet spot so easy down low, usually you're going to either have a shot made on you or a fall like that, but and again, a real grinded out type of game. Then I just asked Coach Graffin to step back into the coaching box. Let's see if they play that in both ways now. Bailey, off the missed shot. Bailey into the front court, and Bailey with the crossover, the explosion of the hole, up and no. Everything but the basket, and then the pass up ahead, and they got some numbers. They didn't see the 2-on-1, and well, maybe they did. They didn't care. They wanted us up for Samilia, and Samilia. But they're trying to find the matchup down low, and Russo will kick it out on the arc. Then he'll weave back through to open up the paint. And on the drive, the double clutch up, and boy, what a shot. Basu with a wicked shot. 61-44. Fort Kent with the lead, and we're nearing the 12.5 minute to play mark. Fuel with the catch, Lopez on him, and that's a tough matchup for Fuel to get the ball up over the defender. Bailey. Boy, Bailey showing him everything there. That's a 3-ball. No. Rebound will be Childs. He'll step and foul. Yeah. Now see this, so he argues on every call. Why do they allow it? That was one of his quieter arguments. So Childs back at the line and got it. He's 2 for his last 2 from the free throw line. And won't get that one. And boy, Heiser got inside, just couldn't control the basketball. Now Heiser will pressure the ball, and it's just Amelia with the basketball, number 21. Now see, they're letting him just take Bailey one-on-one, and that's the results every time. Just, number 1, he handles the ball well. Number 2, he's just bigger and stronger, and he's a pretty polished player. That's recognizing your matchup and taking advantage of it. Bailey to Childs. And Russo was on the floor. He's able to get back into the play. Ortega wanted to wheel. He was kind of far out for him to take his offense, and it's going to be Fuel up and no. Hard off the rim, no good. And Hilliger with the rebound. Nice job of just using his ups to get the basketball. And Samilia with the front court, and they're playing straight up man-to-man, CSJ is, and ball inside in the finish. 65-45. Lead goes to 20 for Fort Kent. And I'll tell you, I am surprised, absolutely. I mean, I thought it was going to be a competitive game, tight game, and Fort Kent just having the game of their life right now. Timeout, Saints. Wow. I don't know. They called nothing. I guess that's okay. And Billy Fuel faked the 3, drive the paint, go up, double clutch, and rebound kept alive by Ortega to Childs. Still a loose ball, picked up by Lopez. That thing had a electric current going through it where everybody couldn't grab a hold of it. 11 minutes to go in the basketball game. I'm not even worried about saying regulation. Yeah, got a foul on Samilia, and 21, yeah.
Also on number 21, Genovina Supila.
Okay, so no pressure this time in the back court, and Bailey will just bring it up to the logo, and that's where Samilia will pick him up. So Bailey. And Child's getting a lot of playing time today. Now Carmel getting set to check back into the game. That's Ortega. They've done a better job on him defensively. There's the block to Childs. He'll overshoot the rim. Foul will be popped out, and here comes the numbers. And Lopez ahead of the pack. Yes. Boy, that's just speed, man. And they put the lead on to 67-45. Trying to work off a screen set by Heiser. Samilia just very good defensive spacing right there. Shot clock's at 20, plenty of time there. And then on the spin, Samilia just came in on the backside and took the ball away. There's the break and the foul. And Heiser, he'll have no argument from him on that. That was a foul. Yeah, that was self-explanatory. Could hear the slap on the arm, and that'll send Basu to the line. And we're 11 seconds from the midway point of the second half at 10 minutes, 11 seconds, 67-45, and still 67-45. Carmel on Valdez and Harrington coming in the basketball game for CSJ. Kaiser, Bailey, and Childs out of the basketball game. Second shot will be up and good. Well, I'm not even talking runs anymore. They just need to play a solid last 10 minutes, have something to look forward to, build on, because they have a game tomorrow. Less than 24 hours from now. They have another game, and Fuel will be off the mark. That ball will come out to the free throw line. It'll be Lopez with the basketball. He'll give it up to Basu off the glass and in. What a nice push. They push the ball. They set the tempo. They've got the defense on their heels, and this is an extremely good-looking Fort Kent team. I mean, Valdez got in there and was fortunate to find Carmo, and he'll put it off the glass and in. 70-47. Well, I tell you, all season leading up to this point, all I heard was they couldn't wait for the Fort Kent game, and I really thought they lacked a lot of intensity. Oh, Samilia with the steal will give it off to Lopez. Lopez waits till everybody gets back in the offensive end, and he'll call the play out now and go back to Samilia at the center of the court. They'll just wait. They're buying their time, running the play. Lopez. He'll slide over to Samilia. There's the move, the penetration, the dish off. Lets the defender go by. Lopez. No. I think, honestly, he's only missed 2 3-pointers today. The guy has just been incredible shooting. Valdez. There's the catch by Harrington. Had a little problem catching it clean. He'll go to the hole and get the finish. That was a good move by Harrington right there. And Fort Kent wants a full timeout with 8:31 to go. They're up by 21. Okay, so Fort Kent with that full timeout. Set here for the final 8:31 to go. And Gall in the basketball game. Or Gall, number 20 in the basketball game. And, well, it doesn't matter who the coaches brought in. They played with a lot of intensity for Fort Kent, and they've played solid defense. And I don't know the rest of the standings in the Sunrise Conference, but I can't believe Fort Kent isn't either at the top or near the top. That ball was almost tipped out of Lopez's hands. He's able to push the pass over to Gall, and Lopez will catch fire and nope, front rim it. This will be Harrington. He'll find Valdez. Yeah, ignore the buzzer in the background. That's the shot clock going off. And Valdez will spin and give it off. Heiser, no. Yeah, no shot yet. It's only the 16th foul. Dave Russo will pick up the foul. It'll be a CSJ with the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Nick Loomis in the basketball game. And we're going to sub Russo for Russo. It'll be Bill for Dave. I tell you, the Russo guys, and I'm not implying that they drink, but if I was to get in a barroom brawl, I would definitely want to be in their corner. I want to be their buddies at the bar. They are quite the group of guys. And that'll be short. Long rebound will be picked up. This is Loomis to Harrington. He'll pump fake, go up, and no. Harrington one more time. No. Boy, that pretty much summed up the afternoon for CSJ. He'll go off from Russo out of bounds. Carmel right there. See if Rui will take the ball. Yeah, Rui's going to stay there and bring the ball into play for CSJ. Maybe. I'm not sure what the official's looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they'll recycle the shot clock. Okay. Yeah, and that's what the explanation was to hit the rim. The ball hit the rim, so that's a reset. Into Carmel to the catch and the shot. That was pretty athletic. That was pretty athletic right there. And Lopez knocked it down, controlled it, brings it in the front court. 70-51. Fort Kent with the lead. That's a long ride down too, and blocked and fouled. Oh, ooh, I gotta scratch my head on that one a little bit. And 2 shots, so Russo will be at the line.
Going to the line, shooting 2 for Fort Kent.
And the scoreboard has gone berserk. Scoreboard all figured out. It's working again, and they'll miss that shot. They haven't missed a lot of them from the free throw line or from the field for that line. That's the Samilia coming back in, number 21. I can't pick out, like if I had to say, the best performer today for Fort Kent, because they have just, like I mentioned, the Russo boys and Samilia, and oh my God, they just keep going on that lineup, and they've all given a lot in different ways. It's going to be Fort Kent, from Fort Kent, I'll say with CSJ. And Hilliger's at times played well, and Basu out there, number 11, has done well. And I mean, you talk about a balanced team, oh my goodness. This is going to be Valdez. He'll work at the top of the arc against Samilia, and he'll spin, create a little space, fade, fire. No good. Rebound will be Russo. He'll hand the ball off to Gall. And Gall, with 6:52 to go, will bring the ball down the floor. And yeah, see Samilia finds Lopez. Lopez has cooled off drastically here in the second half of play, but there was a portion and foul, yeah. And everybody getting cool when they come up, and they're all helping out. And that'll be on Valdez. Bailey will come in for Valdez, and just want to see who they're going to send to the line. They're going to send Hilliger to the line. So Hilliger, the chance to add to that 19-point lead. Nope, on that one. Rich Bailey into the basketball game for Valdez. And we got a CSJ timeout. So I have CSJ's timeout taken, and again, just 6:39 to go in the basketball game, and that shot will be front rimmed, and so Russo called for the push on the rebounding action, and we'll have shots at the other end, and I believe it'll be Carmel. Rui will take the free throws. Yeah, and that's who's heading up to the free throw line, so CSJ with opportunity to.
For CSJ is number 31, Rui Carmel.
Yeah, they're going to allow the sub to come in, and it'll be Russo for Russo again. It's going to be David for Billy. You should get another shot here. They'll give the basketball back, and Rui Carmel will head to the line. And it's Bailey, Harrington, Loomis, Heiser, and Carmel. The 5 on the floor for CSJ. There's Gall. We're going to trap now, and Gall will just split the defense and get it ahead to Lopez. Lopez up and foul, yeah. And a little exchange verbally after the hard foul there, and that'll be Carmel assessed the foul. 2 shots coming up for Russo.
Rui Carmel going to the line, shooting 2 for the Bengals is number 33, David Russo.
Yeah, so Dave Russo at the line. We're going to have Billy Russo at the scorer's table, along with number 11, Hamel Pazoo, and then Rich Ortega for the same shots at the scorer's table. Then Carmel's going to be coming out.
Rich Ortega.
Yeah, so we'll get a second shot up here. 70-53, 71-53. And now they'll let Russo come in for the substitution for Fort Kent.
Number 32, Billy Russo.
I'll tell you, Fort Kent made that long trip down here, and they made it worth their while. And Heiser will bring it into Bailey. Now, I don't think nobody needs to take timeouts anymore. It's time to get this thing over. Ortega with the rebound. He wants to wheel as the ball knocked away, regains it, turns, fires, and got, boy, what a soft touch Rich has got. Tell you what, that's a nice shot right there. And Samilia back in the basketball game. And he wants to throw down the court, and he did. And I'm not sure who he's looking for. It's one of the rare mistakes by Samilia, number 21 out there for Fort Kent. It'll become CSJ basketball. And Oh, they're checking how many timeouts they have for Fort Kent. 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. Fort Kent will get the sweep today. They would have beaten CSJ women's in the first game, and then the CSJ men here in the second game. Nice catch by Ortega. Hard on the floor, fades, fires, got it. And we're going to have another timeout taken by Fort Kent. Yeah, see, Russo just checked with the official about the baseline when he brings the ball on the play. He'll get into Lopez. And Samilia in the middle of the floor. And Samilia, again, he's kind of guy who could probably break the press by himself. Bailey with a good defensive play that time. Still hustling out there for the Saints. He'll break through a couple times. Samilia trying to return the favor. Ball will go to Loomis. He'll get in the air, have it picked off by Fort Kent. Up and the finish. What a crazy sequence of action that was back and forth. And boy, I tell you, everybody had a chance at that one. This will be Bailey with the basketball trying to work out the screen by Carmo. Up and no, there's a follow-up by Carmo and he'll get it. Yep. That ball tipped, 5 minutes to go and the basketball game, and this will be taken over by Lopez. Lopez, boy, remember that first half? He started off with all those 3 balls. Kind of set the theme there. The tempo ball strip picked up by Loomis. Loomis with a 2-on-2 will slow it down, accelerate, go up and miss it. Ortega touched it and it'll be last touched by Russo. Yeah, and they'll just get everybody down in position here. And tell you what, some tired guys out there for CSJ. They've been chasing those green jerseys all around the floor. And not sure what the talk is here, unless it's a shot clock thing again. I think it is. Yeah, they're going to set 30 seconds on the shot clock. And everybody all set now. So 30 seconds on the shot clock, 4:42 on the game clock. And the ball will come into Carmo. He'll go up and no. Russo with the rebound. And there was no doubt about it. That was a good, strong rebound. Actually, it was a well-executed inbounds play. They just didn't get the finish. And Lopez will call for the ball. Samilia will come out. Loomis will pressure him, and they'll swing it back over to Lopez. They're just going to spread the floor right now. Yeah, they're looking to go down inside. And Carmo with the steal, and Carmo with the break, and Carmo going to go all the way up and get the finish. Nice job by Rui right there. Harrington had the defense there, and he backed off, up and no. 1 and out, and Bailey going to have his pass tipped. It was intended for Loomis. It was taken away. And boy, nice job by Basu of keeping. Yeah, we got timeout. We got fouls. Okay, we got foul called on Harrington. Yeah, now we'll send us back down the other end. 1 and 1. That's what they were on check on the game. That's only the 9th team foul.
On the line for the Bengals, number 11.
So yeah, we'll have shots coming up now with 3:52 to go. And Kimball at scores table. And Ryan Kimball will be checking in for CSJ. He'll take Loomis' spot. Okay, so at the line, too, we should tell you who's at the line. That's going to be Basu, Hamel Basu. And Basu will put that first shot around the rim. No good. Carmo with the rebound. That was the last 1 and 1. The next foul will be 2 shots, double bonus for Fort Kent of Maine. And we're at 61, 74-61, 74-63. Yeah, and it's going to be the press put in the ploy here, and they'll come off and they'll get the ball up and stolen by Bailey. He'll go up, fouled, and oh man, if he could have made that. 74-63. They've got the lead down to 11. Yeah, and Bailey will go to the line. So Hilliger will pick up the foul. Bailey at the line. And believe it or not, the Saints will have an opportunity to get the lead to 10 points here with the main free throw. And he will. He'll make it a 10-point ball game and 74-64. They've stayed scrapping. They've stayed in it. It's been ugly at times, but they're going to be down by 9 points. 9-point difference in the ball game, and that is a Fort Kent timeout. Ortega will defend the inbounds pass. That's Russo taking it and bringing it into Lopez. There's a trap in the corner. He'll throw over the top, and a steal by the Saints. And Kimball put it on the floor, penetrates, gives it off. Carmel up and got it. They are in the ball game at 74-67. And I don't have words enough other than, oh my God. And again, clock down to 3 minutes now. Lopez with the basketball. Lopez will pull it out. Saints in the zone. 2:58 on the clock. 22 on the shot clock. They work it all around the hill. And there's another steal by the Saints. Carmel fouled from behind. Going to stop the clock, and that'll be the 1-on-1 for the Saints. And the foul called on Hilliger. And it should be Rui. There he is. He's going to go to the line.
On the line, shooting for the Fighting Saints, number 31, Rui Carmo.
Yeah, and they're just going to bring Gall now in for Hilliger. That's 4 fouls on Hilliger, and they're going to take him out with the 4 fouls. 2:48 to go. Now we really do have to start thinking about that O word, that overtime word. And Carmo and the Saints, which were down by 21 points. Getting right back. I don't know what they did to find that on switch. I don't turn it off now. 74-68, and all of a sudden there is a ton of time left now. Got it. He'll nail them both. It's a 5-point ball game, and who would have ever thought it? And Samilia back in the game along with Gall, and Gall having a problem against the press. We'll get into the front court to Lopez. Lopez will go back to Gall, and they'll just play toss on the sideline. 2:36 to go in regulation. You see the catch. Samilia had the ball, got it to Gall, and they'll just, again, they've lost all their rhythm. And you see that a lot of times, teams with the big lead. Not that they stall ball, good look. Baseline, Basu, foul on the floor. Not really sure what the foul was, but he's going to tell us. Yeah.
Fouls number 21.
So at the line will be foul will be on Harrington, at the line will be Basu.
Going to the line, shooting the double bonus is number 11, Hamill.
And it's 2 shots, okay. And he'll get it, and boy, it's been a long time since they've had points up there. Puts the lead back to 6 at 75-69. Well, they just kept searching for combinations. Russo tipped the ball out to Kimball, and unfortunately, Kimball's for CSJ. There's Harrington with the catch. Harrington, nice decision, gives it back to Bailey. He'll go down inside, and there's Rui Carmo feeling it. No. Ortega got fouled. Gall will be called for the push. That'll stop the clock with 2 minutes to go. That'll send Ortega to the line. He's got to be near 30 points for the afternoon. He had 20 at halftime.
Wow, whistle number 20 here, Gall. On the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, so Gall picks up the foul. Everybody's in the double bonus. That was in the act of, well, no, that wasn't in the act of shooting. It's 2 shots anyway, so. And ball gets a friendly bounce there. It looked too long at first. 75-70. Saints down by 5, a chance to make it 4. Got him. And all of a sudden, they're even making their free throws. And there it is to Samilia. Oh, he hit the backboard and went to Russo. You can't get a better break. The pass hit the backboard and still ended up where it was supposed to. And this house is starting to come to life now. Minute 49 to go. Saints down 4. Samilia, there's the cut, the shot, and no finish. Rebound, Harrington. They're going to pressure him a little bit in the backcourt, and Saints with a chance to come down with a 3-pointer if they can get a 3-point play. Oh, what a huge turnover. What a huge turnover. What a huge turnover there. Bailey came flying out of the air and got the bump. Stops the clock. Semilia will be assessed the foul, and Bailey's going to the line.
Now going to the line for CSJ number 22.
What? You saw it. Turnover one way, bang. Turnover the other way, going to the hole and the foul. Heiser is going to check in, number 10. It's 2 shots, so Heiser will have to wait till the second shot. So 75, 71, 72. Ortega needing a breather coming out of the ball game with 1:23 to go. Yeah, and I'm trying to think, they got 2 men back. Wow. Okay, so we're going to keep it in that formation. And got it. 2-point ball game. Now it's just a matter, is there enough gas left in the tank for CSJ and enough time on the clock? Don't forget, there's 35-second shot clock possessions here. Gall will cross over, and Gall, a lot of trouble. Timeout called by Fort Kent. Sue taking the ball out of bounds, Bailey on him defensively. And I believe they're out of timeouts. That's going to be Lopez. And Carmo got up and slapped the ball away. 1:07 to go. 19 on the shot clock. 1:07 on the game clock. Who would have ever thought we'd be sitting here with a nail biter when Fort Kent went up by 21. Russo with the catch, just saved the basketball, might have traveled, and makes the pass across. Boy, what a different looking Fort Kent team, and Kimball didn't have to foul. Didn't have to foul.
Foul whistle number 14, Ryan Kimball, going to the line.
So that will send Semilia to the line. So Mila at the line. Ortega getting set to check back in. Got it. 3-point ball game. Billy Fuel coming in, Heiser coming out, and Kimball comes out. Yeah, so looking for the bucket here on the second shot, which will make it a 2-possession game. He will miss it. Carmel with the rebound, looks to outlet the ball to Bailey, and we're down to less than a minute to go in the basketball game. 76-73. And the Bailey will circle, give the ball up to Fuel. Fuel to Carmel. They want to post him up. Up and no. Rebound will come down to Basu, and there's the foul. Yeah, and he had the foul.
Whistle number 31, Rui Carmo.
So they'll have the shots coming at the other end. Made the first free throw, makes it 77-73. And he'll get the second one. It's 5 points now. So Bailey and the Saints needing some miracles here. No, front rimmed it. Ortega will chase it down. 26 seconds to go. Ball stays with the Saints. 78-73, and Fuel will take the ball out of bounds. They're looking, and they'll get it to Harrington. He'll drive, give it off. Fuel, no chance for the shot there. Backs up, he'll drive, and there's a wraparound, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Saints. 18 seconds on the game clock. 18 seconds on the shot clock. But I'll tell you, they're making it look tough, though, with just 5 seconds to go. Carmel will take it and get it. Timeout. 6 seconds to go in regulation. 78-76 after Carmel made that 3-point shot, and you'll see Russo bring the ball into play, and he'll find Semilia, and Semilia with some open court. 13 seconds. They need the foul, and there it is. That will stop the clock. Heiser will be assessed the foul, and again, the key here is he makes one, it still gives you a chance for a tie. They're going to bring Hilliger at the scores table for Fort Kent and Ortega at the scores table for CSJ. But it's 2 shots, a double bonus the rest of the ballgame, and if we go to overtime. So Samilia at the line will be up and short. Leaves it open now where even if he makes this, CSJ will have a chance for a 3-point shot. Hilliger in and Gall will sit down. And the shot getting set to go up. And no, the tip in, no, and here we go, no. Rebound brought down, CSJ 5 seconds, 4 seconds, Bailey with the give, Rui Carmo, no, he lost the handle on the ball. CSJ will lose it, 78-76. Yep. And they will lose it, 78-76. We'll have the player of the game. Just a second.
Yeah, I know.
White Birch Realty player of the game.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
First of all, let's just talk about the game in general. Down 21 points at one section of the ball game. Guys never gave up. What was the key that helped? What kept you guys going? What fueled the comeback?
I think it was the hustle. You know, early in the game they were just out hustling us in all aspects of the game. You know, we didn't come out to play hard. You know, sometimes I think we think that we're the best team and teams are just going to lay down. But after the second half, we realized that that's not the case, and we got to come out and play hard for 40 minutes. And I think we played hard for about 15, but that 15 brought us back. So if we could play like that for 40, we'd be good. But you know, it still stings right now that, you know, we took the loss, you know.
A tremendous comeback, great effort, and like I said, there was never quit on the team, on the court. The composure factor was very nice at the end. Let's just set it up. You brought the ball down with 5 seconds to go. You broke down the play, you brought the ball into Rui Carmo. Just take us from the half court right into the dish.
Well, it's crazy because after he tipped the ball in number 15 for Fort Kent, he got another chance. I fouled him. They didn't call it, so I said, okay. So when he got the ball, Rui got it, he saw me. So I was trying to look at the clock at the same time. I didn't know what was going on, so I just ran down as fast as I could. And when I went by number 21, I was in the lane, and I saw Rich, and he held his hands open, so I threw him the ball. And I didn't know how much time was left, but I saw him pass to Rui. And when I saw it, I said, it's got to go in. And he had the ball right there. Unfortunately, he just missed the shot. So I was just trying to push the ball up as quickly as I could, you know, in those circumstances, and but came up a little bit short.
Yep, well, tough conference loss. Now, the big thing I'm wondering, as you as a player, in 24 hours, you have another conference game. How do you recover? How do you get ready for the next game? You know, this does sting. How do you get set for tomorrow?
Well, let's just think of it as we really play well in that second half, and let's carry on that momentum to the first and second half of the next game, because we can't lose 2 games at home in the conference. We're already 2-1. We don't want to go 2-2 and lose home, you know, games at home. We want to really play well at home and on the road, take our chances with wins and things like that. So we're just going to have to come out with the same intensity we started out with, carry over the momentum from this game to the next game, and I think we'll be okay.
Okay, well, again, you're the White Birch Realty player of the game. You let me get the camera shut off, and great effort.
Thank you so much. Thank you.